Hey guys, Jay Cook here. It's Monday, the 11th, so 11/11. Here's one of those awesome days. I know everybody probably knows about the historic event in 1811, 1812 for the New Madrid, and I haven't really done any videos on this because I know everybody else is, but I just got some stuff that was sent to me, and I want to read it and get it out there. Some of you may know it, some of you may not, but I want to put my take on it and, give you all the information that I can on this right at the moment. So I'm just going to read a couple of things to you guys, so bear with me. And we all know that FEMA is conducting the NLE, a series of drills and events, and their published data strongly suggest they are anticipating an earthquake or possibly a series of quakes. What's been happening lately, a lot of people should know, all the earthquake swarms, all over the place, along with the New Madrid, all the swarms everywhere in Arkansas. So to me, it just seems like something's up. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully everybody else is wrong. But just in that, instance that it's not, we're all getting this information out to you, and, you're going to be a little bit better prepared. In the central U.S. New Madrid earthquake zone, if you lived in the identified region for the New Madrid earthquake zone, you should take emergency preparedness precautions. Have several escape routes planned and supplies and food, water ready in the event of a natural or man-made HARP event disaster. And I've said a couple of times before, it's good. It's a good thing to have your emergency kit ready, at least with a 10-day supply of food, water, some supplies, some soap, clothes, batteries, flashlights, a radio, just, the basic necessities to, keep your family and you safe for at least 10 days. We all know how long it took FEMA to respond to Katrina, and I know FEMA very well because I was down there right after Katrina helping clean up, doing all my commercial diving and doing all the shrimp boats and just watching what they were doing. So just be prepared, guys. They're not the quickest. And here's some other stuff here. U.S. Navy's Earth Changes Flood Map of America. Comparative Earth Changes Map, New Madrid Earthquake Zone, NLE 2011. And basically it states, what does the Navy know that we don't? And I've got some more pictures like these and maps. One of them was actually sent to me from a friend of mine in the Air Force, and it's what they've been given. So I'm going to give it to you guys. So, and this just, talks about the New Madrid fault line, all the dead birds and fish events, and basically that something's up with the New Madrid, because dozens of other researchers were getting the same initiative hit regarding odd activity around and in the New Madrid earthquake fault. And here's some more basic information. I have this all saved on bunches of different places. So, because a lot of these sites that I've gone to are no longer there. And I'm just going to read this here real quick. Each one of these platforms represents not only one drilled well, but many. As each platform is capable of drilling numerous well bores and servicing multiple wells at one time, which is why the above map of western and central planing area is so significant. And there it is right there. That's what they're talking about. I'll try to get a color version of that. I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere right now and you can find it. So the obvious density of drilling activity over so many decades has surely created geological stress that has not been taken into account by anyone except the undersea ecologist who is brutally aware of these realities because of how this map overlays with the following map of the Mississippi Canyon. We think it is high time to contemplate what outcomes might surface from this oil and gas Armageddon in the making. Now, here's some of the stuff that I was sent. This one's quite old. There's dozens of these that you can find that date back to 1998, 1991, 93. I think there might even be one in the mid to late 80s. But these are all maps that they've known for a long time that what would happen if anything would go wrong in the world with earthquakes and stuff like that. All of this blue area, you know, right around in here, all over here is all water. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the map that a friend of mine sent me. And this is current and it's up to date. And I'm sure, you know, quite a few people have seen this, but I'm just going to, you know, show it to you guys anyways. But all this is all water everywhere. And this is, you know, where they're drilling, like I showed you in that other thing. And I know when they drill, they're pumping water right behind it. And what that's doing, you know, it's lubricating this entire area. So basically, if there's any little bit of a movement anywhere, even if it's up here, and there's been some cracks up here, there's a YouTube video out there that in Michigan, old lady at her farm had an earthquake, and then all of a sudden heard a really loud explosion. And they went out to investigate to see what it was, her and her son and some other people. And the ground that was completely flat before is now rolling in hills, and it's split apart. And you can see trees leaning over, and you can see this 600-foot long crack that opened up. And they did another one around in January, and you can see all the snow that's covered it up. And they show you just how far that this crack's been opening up. And it's pretty substantial, and it's gotten bigger. And you can even see the snow melting in between the cracks where the heat's coming up from underneath. Now that's kind of scary to me, you know. And this was last year, and now all of these things are taking place already. So you can't tell me that they don't know that something's coming up, something big. Hopefully it's not soon. Hopefully it's not anytime soon. But even if it is, we're in a world of troubling times ahead. So this is just the map that I was sent from a friend of mine, you know, in the Air Force. So this map's there. They're spreading it out to all the military. So you got to think, why would they be spreading this one map out to everybody in the military if they didn't know something? You know, it would be just a regular map. It wouldn't look like this. So, you know, you've seen these. So this is just the earthquake that happened back in 1811, and it was a 6.8, you know, pretty close to a 7. And you can see the huge area that it affected. Not just this area in here. This is where the most damage was, but look how far it was felt. Look how far. And this entire East Coast, all of this, nobody's prepared for it. No buildings are up to code. Nothing's built for anything of that magnitude whatsoever. And here's even another one in 1895. So, and you can just, same thing. Look how much of an area it takes up. These are some of the older maps that I've come across, showing just where all the water would be if something was to happen. And they all are, you know, pretty similar. And this one's projected areas of destruction by water, 1995 through 1999. So they've started these things a long time ago. And even, you know, here's another one. You know, sorry these aren't in aren't in color, but I'm going to try to get you some eventually in color. So pretty much I've talked about this, enough. 10 minutes is probably more than plenty to show you this stuff. Just, be prepared, guys. Have your emergency kits on hand. Keep them in your car, keep them in your trunk, keep them by the door, closet, just somewhere. Just have them ready just in case if that event ever does happen. And God willing, it doesn't. But even if it does, you're just one more step prepared than the majority of, the population. So I'm going to end this video now. I've got some more videos coming out. I'm still going through data for HARP, and got lots and lots and lots of raw data that I'm trying to go through and analyze, and spectrograms and all this other stuff that I've been sent and I've been granted access to. So keep looking forward to those. They should be out anytime soon. So I'll make the first video here with just a few things, and then when I get the rest of the stuff all compiled and ready to go, I'll get those ones out too. And I've got an update on the Fukushima plant itself, the status as in its current as of April 4th. So, and I'll show you guys that information. So, God bless, guys, and just be prepared.